The San Luis Rey Watershed Council wants to help you learn about laundry to landscape graywater systems, also called LTL. In this video, you'll learn what graywater is, why it's so important, resources for hands-on installation, and what to consider for designing and maintaining your system. This graywater technique is easy to do, it's cost-efficient, and it's permit-free in California, according to Chapter 16A of the Plumbing Code for San Diego. LTL allows you to choose to reuse the water from your washing machine to water your plants and landscape, or you may direct the water to continue going into your sewer or septic system. Let's define what graywater is and what it isn't. Graywater is untreated wastewater that has already been used once in your house by a clothes washer, a bathroom sink or shower, and is then reused to water your plants and landscape. Graywater is not toilet water or water from your dishwasher and kitchen sink, because there's the possibility of disease-bearing bacteria being in this water from these sources. So, what is a laundry to landscape LTL graywater system? LTL is a type of graywater system that features a three-way valve connected to the washing machine hose so that the gray water from the washer can be sent to either your landscape for irrigation or to your sewer or septic system. The reason why it's permit-free is because you don't need to alter your plumbing in your house. You simply reroute the water through this three-way valve. Why is having a graywater system great? 1. You use less and pay for less of your potable water by using graywater. 2. You capitalize on the existing pressure from the washing machine pump. 3. It helps us in droughts by saving a valuable resource, water. And 4. It's low cost, adaptable to your needs, and easy to install. There are 4 steps to preparing, designing, and maintaining your LTL system. Step 1. Prior to installing your LTL, you'll need to figure out your water budget. Knowing how much water your machine uses and how many loads you do will give you your water budget. A typical top-loading machine that's 10 years or older uses approximately 50 gallons of water per load. A newer top-loading washer or high-efficiency washer will be around half of that. An older front-load washer uses between 15 and 25 gallons, and a newer front-loading washer uses about 10 gallons of water per load. You can check your user's manual or call your manufacturer to find out the amount of water your washer uses per load. Next, multiply this number by the number of washes per week. This is your weekly water budget. If you live in an unincorporated area of San Diego County, it's best to contact the San Diego County Department of Environmental Health for guidance and permit restrictions. Step 2. Now you're ready to design. Where in your yard do you want the graywater to go? What type of plants will you have? And how much water do they need? You don't want runoff because it erodes your ground cover and is wasteful. So you want to have a plan that will disperse the water correctly according to your property and plants. As you sketch your plan, here are things to consider. 1. Absorption. Consider the type of soil you have. Water drains faster in sandy soil than it does in clay. 2. Flow of gravity. Do you live on a slope, or is your yard fairly level? 3. What kind of plants do you have, or should you use? We recommend using low-water plants or fruit trees, but you can really plant anything. Just be sure your plants are not overly sensitive to salts, which are found even in the recommended laundry detergent, which we'll talk about later. Plants to avoid watering with graywater are veggies or food where the water touches the part you'll be eating. This is because there's some bacteria in the gray water, so it wouldn't be safe to eat. Water those plants with your hose water or with properly harvested rainwater. You can go online to figure out roughly how much water your plants will need. If they need more than your washing machine puts out, you'll have to give them some extra water. And during the rainy season, you'll probably need to divert your gray water back to the sewer or septic system accordingly to avoid having too much water in your yard. Step 3. You'll need to design a mulch basin. Your mulch basin should be large enough and deep enough to hold the water from your laundry while it soaks deeper into the ground and mulch to keep the water from spilling out of the basin. Make sure your basin is not too close to the house so the foundation stays dry. You also want to make it about 6 inches to a foot deep, then backfill it with mulch so that the water doesn't surface. The basin doesn't need to be large enough for plants. You don't necessarily want plants in the basin because many plants don't like to sit in pooling water. Basins just need to be big enough to hold the amount of water discharged in a peak rain event. To figure out the size of the basin, there are many online resources that can help guide you. Keep in mind, the goal is to have the water flow slow, then sink and spread. For more help with Graywater designs, contact the Department of Environmental Health and type in Graywater in the search box or visit www.oasisdesign.net. When you're ready to install your Graywater system, you can do it yourself or contact a company to do it for you. Many people find it easy to do themselves and that it doesn't require a lot of time or money to do so. You can find guidance from books like Create an Oasis with Graywater or Rainwater Harvesting for Drylands and Beyond. There are also many guidelines you can find as you search online. If you choose the second option, hiring a company who can do it for you, Catching H2O and Ecology Artisans are local experienced companies you can contact or do an internet search. Once you've installed your Graywater system and planted all of your plants, you're on the last step, Step 4, maintaining your system. Here are just a few more tips that you'll want to follow to keep your system working smoothly. 1. Use a detergent that doesn't have salt, sodium or baking soda, boron, borax, or chlorine bleach. Here are a few that we recommend: Oasis, Ecos, and Fit. If you need to do a load using a detergent that has chemicals, just switch your gray water back to the sewer or septic system for that one load. 2. Check your shutoff valves and emitters, found in the mulch basins, at least once or twice a year just to make sure they're working properly and free of debris. If you have a plant that seems to be wilting, you can increase the amount of water it receives by adjusting the emitter on the nearest valve. And if you add new plants later, you can always add on to your emitter lines to water them. 3. Check your basins. If the mulch basins aren't draining well, meaning they pool for more than 24 hours, consider switching your Graywater system to the sewer or septic. Just remember to switch it back on after the area dries. The San Luis Rey Watershed Council thanks you for your interest and support in saving our water resources. By installing a Graywater system, you are truly helping the community, the environment, yourself, and your family.